I think Rosalina was a good SML character, and no, I'm not talking about Rose, we'll talk about her a bit later. But the original star-loving and son-hating girl is a very decent character, and here's why. First off, she was an amazing contrast to Mario. They were almost like complete opposites, with her having obsessive interests such as like stars and space, and Mario just being quite plain and not really giving a shit about anything except from, I guess, maybe his hair, his money, and getting a girlfriend, which he now has a girlfriend, so that's one motive of Mario's crossed off the list. And to be honest, you could cross the hair motive off the list as well, because he only complained about his hair because he thought that was the reason why he was single. Rosalina also had a crazy personality, unlike Mario, who is once again very plain, calm, and relaxed. Well, pre-Jeffy at least. If anything, he was just a sad sack of shit in the early days. Anyways, this worked perfectly because you would see them both struggle in their relationship, but be able to overcome it by the end of the episode, and that was beautiful. I mean, the best character development in arguably the whole of SML, all their videos, was when Mario finally realized how much of a fucking bitch Peach is, and knew that Rosalina loved him for him, and that she was the one. You know, if Chef Pee-Pee or Bowser had a wholesome moment, like, you know, quote-unquote character development moment with Junior, that would just, you know, go back to being grumpy in the next episode. But not this time, because Mario stuck with Rosalina and never spoke or cared about Peach ever again. Except from that one time when he wished her a happy birthday, which was a bit questionable, but hey, we move on. Speaking of that episode, Rosalina's overreactions and crash outs made her her. And yes, I know people didn't like it when she was trying to hit Mario with a hammer and threw it at him, or when she threw a bunch of plates out of anger on the ground and, you know, used Jeffy, who was a child at the time, as an excuse. Oh, well, Jeffy does it, so why can't I? I get it. That you know, it's a tiny bit annoying if it was real life. But we have to remember that, guess what, guys? This isn't real, dude. Like, it's a fake. It's a skit channel. It's entertainment purposes only. It's nice for characters to be realistic and have growth at times, but it's also nice for a bit of fun too. And Logan used to find the perfect balance for that. You know, seriousness at times, but also funniness at times, and silliness and unrealistic shit. But he was also very realistic, and his videos would teach you a life lesson. Like, fuck, he just used to be so peak. But not anymore. I mean, I don't remember the last time SML had, like, character development or a serious moment. I guess the Jeffy's birthday series, whatever. But that's a special. Like, SML used to have life lessons in most of their standard videos that used to hit so much harder than any of the Jeffy birthday videos. I don't give a shit. You know, like, any of this new gen stuff was nowhere near, like, Logan SML 10 years ago, bro. It's just such a shame. I feel like that SML is just too unserious, like, all the time, and that's why SML is not how it used to be anymore. You know, SML used to be immersive, and like if a character like Junior, for example, would have a sad moment, you would genuinely, like, feel fucking bad for them, and it would ruin your day because Bowser Jr., a fucking Mario teddy, is fucking upset. You know what I mean? Like, that is the shit that I grew up on, bro. I was raised on that shit. But, oh fuck, this is a video about Rosalina, right? I just, you know, sometimes I just have to talk about the decline of my favorite YouTube channel ever, because it's such a shame, and it's honestly the worst thing that's ever happened in the world. Anyways, I feel like Rosalina being so crazy and sometimes joining in on Jeffy's silly shenanigans made her such a good character, whereas now Rosalina, Rose, like, just enables Jeffy all the time. And I guess she used to do that, but like, after, it was kind of acceptable back then, right? Because it was still contrast. It was still, you know, Mario and Rosalina not being the same. And that's entertaining. You know, if Rosalina and Mario were the same, it would not be fun. So I accepted it. But after years and years of the same fucking shit, like, yeah, it's conflict, but is it good conflict? No, it's just boring and overused. It's been fucking 10 years of the same shit. Oh, Jeffy, don't do that. Oh, come on, Marvin. Come on, Mario. Just let him slide. Like, shut the fuck up. It's been 10 years of you saying the same shit. Like, oh, fuck, it annoys me so much. But, you know, that's where Logan has to come in and give Rose more. Give her, like, something more. I'm not saying to give her a bunch of lines and screen time and unnecessary, unfunny filler that has nothing to do with the plot, like Pumpkin Guy. But just give her just more of a personality, Logan, please. I'm sure you can think of something. You always do, buddy. You always do. And don't get me wrong. Another quick side note. There was like always like filler in SML, right? Back in the day. Not as much, obviously, but that was always filler back in the day. But I appreciated it. Like when Junior and Cody were having a freaking argument about would toothpaste stick a piece of paper on a mirror. And like that was complete filler. That had nothing to do with the episode. But I loved that. And that always comes to mind when I think of good filler in an SML video. Because it was kind of funny. And it kind of made the audience like curious, like, oh, is it actually gonna stick? Is Junior actually gonna be right? Because Cody was actually in the wrong, but you're still gonna trust him because he's the smart guy. So when it turns out Junior's right, it's very surprising. So it was good filler. It was an interesting filler, and I just wish SML these days would do stuff more like that. I don't know if any of that made sense. I'm sorry, but it makes sense in my head. So that's all that fucking matters. Shut the fuck up. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that is everything I think about Rose/Rosalina. She is nowhere near, like, best at, like, I'm not saying, like, she's the best SML. I'm not saying she's the best SML character. In fact, fun fact, I did an SML tier list, and I put Rosalina on good, and I put Rose on mid. And those are, like, the 2 middle tiers out of the 6 tiers. So, yeah, if you cared. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys, and a big thanks to that one guy that subscribed to my channel. I appreciate it a lot. So hopefully I get more subscribers. But thanks, man. I appreciate it. And everyone watching, take care. Peace. Bye.